sometimes bio versus carbon neutral, and at the end of the day, let's do the LCA and let's look at the maths. And that's what we have been talking for the last few weeks on a concept called just the facts. Just give me the facts so we can analyze what has more impact, this product or this other product. And no worries about the slides. We have a presentation with 50 or 60 slides. We won't go through all of them, but we will focus on the key ideas from this new approach that we would like the industry, especially the building industry, to take, which is based on just the facts. Let's make decisions based on environmental facts, and rather than bio is good, or carbon neutral is good. Let's look at the actual details. What Michael was saying. You go to a supermarket, or you go to you are a corporate buyer, and that's what you get. Marketing claims based on single benefits. You get one product which is green, another product which is carbon neutral, another is natural, another is eco-friendly or organic. So which one do you choose? And then we have heard from Michael, it's impossible to choose unless you really do the numbers, do the facts. So then the next one is, so then what if it is impossible, but I still, I'm a consumer, or I just want something quick. What do I do? Can I just look for a label? Can I look for something, can I ask just one single question to all my suppliers? Or, when I go to a supermarket, can I look for a single label? And as Michael was saying, maybe fair trade does respond to a particular issue, but it would encompass the whole number of environmental issues. And unfortunately, most of the labels don't give you a full assessment of sustainability. And I won't go to describe all the different labels, but basically, instead of understanding, in order to understand labels, first you need to ask who is behind the label. Is someone to make money, or is someone to defend an issue, or is the label that has been designed in order to explain an issue? Who certifies the label? Is the same person who gives me the consultancy, and who is the owner of the label, but there might be issues there. What is the scope? Is only one issue, or is the whole LCA? And then this is the kind of definition, the definitions from ISO 1420, they define type 1, type 2, but I won't enter the kind of more technical things. At Interface, we have been thinking about what would be the perfect label. And we were thinking, well, it's someone which is owned, it's a label which is owned by an independent organization. It's an organization that would be accredited by a superior entity in order to, for this organization to meet these certificates, would be based absolutely on LCA rather than on boxes to tick the criteria. Because depending on what you can come up with criteria, and therefore you determine what is the, you would be determining and judging which product is good or bad. It definitely would separate consultants and certifiers, and it would be a type 3 label. And we like you. we are also like an environmental geek, and the problem we've had, all the environmental movement, is that we haven't been able to compete against what we call the geezers, which are these labels that they would be very quick to communicate, they would be very catchy, and they would focus on one thing. That's why we have kind of lost a little bit the battle with the bio or organic or natural, and that's why we're now trying to make this movement about making decisions based on fact. And Michael has explained what is an LCA. And the key thing of an LCA is that it's the basis for producing an EPD, Environmental Product Declaration. So you have the actual LCA, then you would have some product category rules, which basically are rules to make assessments for a given product category. So therefore, you cannot tweak you cannot tweak the LCA to favor your product. You would have the same category rules, whether, for example, for a carpet tile, the same rules would apply for a carpet tile, for another carpet, or for other types of flooring. So you cannot tweak the assumptions, the input that you put in the LCA. And then you have the actual EPD report. And to give you a flavor of what an EPD gives you, it would give you, and that's a cut and paste from our EPD, it gives you all the raw materials in your product with the origin, where all the raw materials from your product comes from. Is this material coming from China, or is this material coming from the US? And what is the different mass, the percentage of the different materials? And then the bottom line. And the bottom line is looking at all environmental impacts of a given product, including greenhouse potential, what we call carbon footprint, but also all their impacts, like more on the toxicity side, as like contribution to acidification, which sometimes we focus too much on carbon and we forget the other impacts. So an EPD will give you a bottom line of what all the environmental impacts of the product. So therefore you can compare one product versus another product, because they have been developed with the same product category rules. And we think that we're in a lucky industry, because we are in the construction industry, in the interior design industry, and our customers are fairly sophisticated buyers. They are architects and designers. They have been doing energy performance assessments for buildings. They have been doing calculations about carbon footprint of buildings at use level, ventilation systems. You know, that have been quite sophisticated calculations. And the only thing they would have to do is apply that sophistication at the raw materials. So what is the impact of the carpet tile? What is the impact of the walls? What is the impact of the concrete? Send me an EPD of different materials, and then have the full picture. And that's what we're proposing to our clients. And is some of the that's part of our campaign for full transparency. Imagine that you go to Zara and you buy a garment, and you would know exactly where are the fibers used, where do they come from, where it's being manufactured, and the whole impact. You may not make your decision based on only environmental, but that at least would inform you. It's the same as the nutrition facts in the supermarket. You wouldn't have a kind of a product which is has a lot of could be bad or good, from the calorie point of view. It gives you the actual calories. It doesn't judge you which products are good or bad. You go to the supermarket and you compare a yogurt 500 calories versus a trifle 1,000, and thus enabling the buyers to have all the information would make them have a better choice. So this is our concept that we really want to push in our industry, which is about making decisions based on facts.